Hello everyone, this is Santesh Kalada from Taskify Labs. Today in this video, I'll be showing you how you can scrap almost 10,000 plus Shopify store owners email for just $60. And this doesn't mean that you have to scrap 10,000 Shopify stores. You can scrap just 1,000 also. If you scrap 1,000, it will be just $6. So the end result of this would be you will be getting a Google sheet like this with the store name, website, then their email address and all the details. With all these details, you'll be getting a sheet like this. And of course, you can use a sheet like this and connect it to your favorite email marketing tool like Instantly or Lemlist and start your cold outreach campaigns. So before we get started, I just want to let you know that whatever I am showing you, this workflow is available for free inside my Skool community. Okay. And other option is that if you want, you can always hire my team and we will set up a complete lead machine for you based on your business's requirement. So if this is something you are interested, I have given a link in the description of this video. So you can get in touch with us using that link. Okay. So what exactly does this video cover? So this video shows you the economics, the N8N workflow, and I'll show you the output, and I'll also show you some of the offers that you can actually sell to these Shopify owners. So why the Shopify store owners are actually a goldmine for AI services? And it is not just limited to AI services. You can offer web design services, lead generation services, any kind of services. And the thing is that, see, the Shopify owners, they are already paying for Shopify. So they are actually willing to take recurring subscriptions, and there are millions of stores. Okay. And in most cases, the Shopify store owner would be the decision maker. So it's actually very easy to sell things to Shopify store owners. And as I told you, this is how the economics would look like. If you are scrapping just 100 stores, it would be 0.60, and for 1,000 stores, it would be somewhere around $6. And see, if you're using Apollo or ZoomInfo, the scrapping from 1,000 stores would cost you somewhere around $300 to $500 per month. Okay, here you are paying just $6 for 1,000 owners emails. And before I show you the N8N workflow and all the details, let me quickly show you what are some services that you can actually sell to these people. And these are just few examples. There are n number of services that you can sell. One example would be AI cold email system, then abandoned cart recovery systems, then AI product description writers, then review to UGC pipeline. And in fact, what I have personally used is like I've actually sold UGC services to Shopify store owners. That is, using their products, I create UGC videos. So I create engines for them, video engines for, like that for Shopify owners. So that is something that I have actually sold to Shopify owners using this exact same method. Then you can set up a customer support bot, then add creative generator, then post-purchase upsell bot. So there are like tons and tons of options. So now let me get to the workflow. So let me just quickly zoom this. So this is how the workflow would look like. And see, I'll be giving you this workflow. This workflow is available for free inside my Skool community. So I have also given that link to my Skool community in the description of this video. So all you have to do is like you just log into your N8N account. And if you do not have an N8N account, check the links in the description of this video where I show you how to set up a self-hosted N8N account. And after that, just go to create workflow. And all you have to do is here, click on import from file and just use the file that is available in my Skool community. But in my case, I have actually created this exact same scrapper. So I'll just show you how it works. So I'll explain step by step how it works. In fact, if I have a previous run, I'll just copy that to the editor and show you. Perfect. Now, the first one would be a form submission. So you can just go here, search for form, N8N form, and add it here. So basically what I am asking is, I am asking the user, like from what niche does he needs the leads? So see here, there's a text input. So we are asking the niche. Okay, so he can give any niche and we are asking him how many stores does he want to scrap. Okay, so we are collecting these information. And next what we are doing is we are actually using Apify. So we are using Apify and we are scrapping. So Apify is a site which actually is used to scrap details from other websites. So you can actually sign up for a free account on this website. So what I have given is I have given a link in the description of this video to sign up for Apify. So if you're signing up using that link, you'll be getting some free credits. Otherwise also, like when you sign up, you'll get at least $5 in free credits, which is more than enough to test this. So in my case, I already have an account. So I'll just go and Once you're logged in, just go to settings, and inside settings, you have APIs and integrations. And from here, just copy your token. And once your token is copied, all you have to do is just go here, and here in the credentials, just add Apify. Okay. Just click on create credentials, and here search for header authentication and click on continue. And in case of a name should be authorization, and here it should be, see, the value should be something like this. Okay, bearer space, then your API key. Okay, this should be the value. So yeah, that is basically how you set up Apify authentication. And after that, if you go back, see here in the URL, you just have to use this URL, that is api.apify. Then Apify Google search scrapper. Okay, in fact, that same scrapper, if you check my runs, you can actually see the same scrapper, the Google scrapper which has run. And in fact, just give me a second, I'll show it to you. See, Google search result scrapper. Okay, this is the actor, so you can use this actor to scrap all the details. Okay, so this is the actor's name, and that is what I have personally used here. Okay, api.apify.com, and this exact same URL. Okay, in fact, let me just open here. Okay, so if you want, you can actually take a screenshot of this. That should help you. Now, as I told you earlier, in the authentication, you should select generic credential type, then header authentication, then header authentication, and select the credentials which we have set up earlier. And here, just click on send body. Body type should be JSON. And here again, specify body. And yeah, this is basically everything. Again, as I told you, you can just take a screenshot of this and ask ChatGPT or Claude to extract the text, and it will give you the exact text. So do not worry about that part. And again, I think all the previous run details are gone. So let me just quickly copy it to the editor. So as you can see, once it is done, it will give us data like this. So it will give us a data like this. It will actually search in Google for this Shopify stores. In my case, for the sake of this example, I gave yoga pants as an example. So yeah, this is the result they have received. And next, what I'm doing is I'm actually extracting the Shopify URLs. So if you check the output of this, you can see we are just extracting only the required data, the website, domain, title, description, source, and snippet. Okay. So for that, how I'm doing is I have actually created a script for this. In fact, I'll be sharing the script with you. Let me quickly show you. See, again, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this. So the script is designed in such a way to avoid all these unwanted stores. If you search in Google also, sometimes you might get some unwanted results. So it will remove all those unwanted results and unwanted websites like this. And after that, it will just extract only the information we need. So I'll just move the mouse slowly so that if you want, you can actually take the screenshots. So maybe just take a screenshot of this particular part. Next, if you go down, take a screenshot of this part. Again, take one more screenshot. I think this should be enough. Okay. And that is basically what we are doing. We are just extracting the Shopify URLs, and the output we are receiving, it is somewhat like this. See here. It would be somewhat like this. Now, again, we are normalizing the snippet store. So see here, what we are doing is we are actually extracting the information in such a way that we can store it in our Google Sheet. Again, this step is not fully necessary, but I have created it so that it's easier for me in the end when I'm adding it into Google Sheet and everything. It is easier for me. So again, I'll just show you this code. We are actually using a code node. Just take a screenshot of here. And if you go down, just take a screenshot of this part as well. Okay. So yeah, just take the screenshots and add another code node. To add the code node, all you have to do is just search for code. Okay, and add the code node. Next, you have to move to the side. Okay, so what we are doing now is like we are actually seeing if at all in the search results there is any email. Okay. So normally we are searching for yoga pants and email along with the Shopify filters and searching for email. So we'll see if at all from the Google search. See, our priority is always to get emails from Google search. Okay. If it is not there, what we'll do is like we'll use some other methods to extract the details. So that is what we are checking. We have added an if node, and if in the if node, we have just added the email part, this email part we are adding, and it is not empty. If it is not empty, what we are doing is we are actually sending it to this particular node. Okay, merge email paths. Okay. Otherwise, what we are doing is we are actually sending it to another section. This is another section where we will be using different methods to find the emails. Okay. So what we'll be doing is, see, we'll search for that domain name plus email. See here. This is how our queries looks like. See here. Basically, I'm not sure if it, let me see if I can show it in a table format. Basically, what we are doing is, say, we'll search the the store name / email contact. Okay. For each and everything, we'll be searching like this. That is the website name plus email in Google. Okay. So if you search like that, for example, I'll just show you an example. This is a store. Okay. So if I just go to Google and if I just search like this. So if by any chance their email is there, we'll be getting it in the search results. So as you can see, first of all, in the AI overview, the result is coming. And if I go down also in the search results, in the meta description, this email is there. So we'll be collecting that. We'll be collecting that particular email address. So yeah, that is basically what we are doing here. Okay. So we are preparing domain queries like this. Then again, we are actually searching. We are again using Google and searching with the domain name plus email to see if we can get the email like that. And if at all it is possible, what we'll do is we add another code node to extract the domain emails. So again, this is the code node. So what I'll do is I'll again show you a screenshot. Just take a screenshot of this particular page. Then again, this particular part, and ask ChatGPT or Claude to convert it into code. Okay. And you can add it in the code node. Okay. So we are extracting the domain emails. Then again, we are checking. We add another if node. We are checking once again if at all there is an email after domain search. Okay. So we had 40 in this. We from this 40 entries, we almost got 28 emails just using this particular method. Then what I've done is I'm actually adding one more step. So it's actually a 3-step process. First thing is we'll just search in Google for the store name. And if at all it is there in the first results, yes, we'll get it from Google. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll search for that website name plus email in Google and I try to extract. And again, if it is not there, we'll be using another Apify actor. Okay. So Pro 100 chalk. So let me just quickly show you that actor as well. If I go to my runs, it should be the, see here. This is the actor. Okay. Pro chalk / extract emails. Okay. This is the one that I'm using. So even though it has no reviews, I have personally tested it and it's actually giving good results. And yeah, it charges $1 for 1,000 results. So very much affordable. So yeah, that is basically what we are doing. And yeah, see here, I'm actually preparing, see, as the output of this, we are getting output like this. And from this output, what we are going to do is, we are actually sending it to ProChalk and see, we are just extracting the URLs only. Okay, we are just extracting the URLs of the stores only. And this is the code we are using for that. Okay. So preparing the ProChalk input. So we are actually getting all the inputs. And yeah, we actually write in the code node so that we get the inputs in this particular format. And yeah, that is done. Then again, we add an HTTP node. See here, we add an HTTP node here. And this HTTP node, what it does is, again, it will send all these queries. So we are actually preparing the start URL. So we prepared it and we sent all these URLs to this particular actor. So post method, the actor name, this is the actor name. Okay. So get this actor name and authentication and everything, it is same. And as for the JSON body, this is how the JSON body looks like. Okay. And just add it as well. So it will send to this particular actor and see if we can actually extract. Now, again, you can see the output of this. output of this looks something like this. It is getting the URL. See, it is actually getting the email address, Facebook page details, and it's getting a lot of details. See, so much details it is getting. So what we are doing is from this output, we need to get it in a format that our program wants, right? So again, I have added a code node here. Okay. So this is actually a pretty long code node. So this is the code node. See here. So take a screenshot of this, and yeah, this is the entire code node. So just prepare this code node, and as you can see, if you run this code node, you will be getting output in this particular format. You'll be getting 12 items. Everything would be in this JSON format. So we got all these things. So whatever outputs we have received, say first from simple Google search, then second is from second Google search where you are searching with the website name as well as the keyword email. And then we also use an actor. So this 3-step process would get you an email fill rate of 75%. That means that if you have 100 stores, from this 100 stores, at least 75 stores email, you'll be able to find out. That is why I have designed it as a 3-step system so that it does not miss emails at all. Now, see, if you merge all these things, we got almost 67 items like this. And next we have a clean and deduplication. See, if at all there is any duplicates, we'll be removing all this. And we'll be cleaning and removing all the unwanted data. Again, it's a very simple code node. Okay, see, this is the code node. So again, please take a screenshot. And yeah, please take a screenshot and add it. And you might be wondering why I am using so much code nodes. See, again, I am not the one who's writing all these codes for me. Yeah. In fact, I personally use Cloud Code to create all these workflows. And the reason we are using a lot of code nodes is that, and it is one of the main advantages of N8N. It gives us the entire control. It gives us the facility to run codes in the workflow, and using code, you will be able to do anything you want. This is one of the biggest plus points for using N8N. And again, some of you might be wondering, like, if I have Cloud Code, why do I bother with N8N? See, Cloud Code, I would say it is one of the best, one of my life-changing tools. But you don't need to use Cloud Code every time. Okay, Cloud Code, see, for complex stuff and all, you need Cloud Code. But these kind of stuff, like, it is always best. See, this is not a SaaS application, right? So these kind of simple workflows and all, it is always best to keep it in your N8N account. So error debugging and all those stuff, it would be easier. And Cloud Code, if you want to use it in a meaningful way, you have to spend at least $200 per month. Whereas N8N, if you're self-hosting, it would cost you maximum $5 or $10 per month. So there's a huge price difference there. Okay, so that's basically what the clean and deduplication node does. Then next we have append to sheet. So again, just add a Google Sheet node. And here what you are doing is I have actually connected my Google Sheets account. And in your case, if you haven't connected, what I'll do is in the description of this video, I'll show you how to connect your Google Sheets to your N8N. Okay, so you can connect to N8N like this, and yeah, then resource should be sheet within document, operation should be append row. And here you can select your document and everything. And as for mapping columns, just select map columns automatically. And in my case, just make sure that you have these fields. Okay, that is niche, store name, website, domain, then my Shopify domain, email, phone, source, and scrap it. Just make sure that you are having this exact same names. Okay, and yeah, that will work for you. After that, once you have appended to the sheet, you just need to format the response. Basically giving me a report of what was done. Again, it's not necessary. It is just for my reference. But the thing is that, see, once you start doing this on scale, you need reports like this. Okay. So again, I have created a JavaScript for this. So basically, this is basically how you set up an AI lead gen machine for scrapping Shopify store owners. And as I told you in the beginning of this video, the possibilities for this is limitless. You can sell n number of services. Okay, and Shopify people are one of the easiest people to sell a service to. Okay. So I hope all of you like this video, and if you like this video, please feel free to join my Skool community where you will find tons and tons of tutorials and lead generation engines like this. Okay, and if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you and see you in the next video.